Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone. I've got 3 fabulous old 5-packs to show you from Matchbox. It took me a while to figure out what year one of them was, but and I'll show you the dodgy writing on the back soon, but I gave up a couple of times and then went back to it and found it. So I know everything now. Let's get on with the first one, randomly the middle one. Out of all 15 vehicles, there is only one I'm still resisting collecting, and it's this one. They did the card art of it. It's kind of the Hero City bus camper thing. They did a police bus and all sorts of things out of it. Yeah, yet to grow on me. There's the back. You can see what you get back and front on these ones. 2008 is the release date on this. Does it have a theme name? I don't think so. Action, ready for action. No, there's no theme. Let's wreck some stuff. Don't even need the butter knife for that one. And sometimes these are taped together, but this one is not. So I'll get them all out and we'll have a little gander. Oh yes, some old castings but new favourites, if you know what I mean. What have we got there, Tyrone? Hawaiian Excursion. That was a bit of an ice trade, but I got there in the end. Blacked out windows, kind of an aqua beachy type colour. 2002, wow. So was the first one of these in 2003, or was it a recasting? Because there's a bunch of Hummers, isn't there? I like the military one a lot, but I don't think we'll see much military at all ever, because we're all very sensitive now. This fella, I've probably got about 8 or 9 of these now, but again I completely resisted collecting it, just because of space more than anything. And that's got a 2000 copyright. Again, they're not quite, I suppose they are blacked out windows. I'm sure this one had an interior though. And it's got the ramp for the life raft on the back, with some bits and bobs in it. Like something or other. Yeah, I can't even see through the viewfinder what that is, but I'll take a closer look off camera. That's a beauty. We'll get this one out of the way because it is the only one. Yeah. It's got the door. I think it's because they call it the truck camper. It's been around forever. Look at that. I think the reason mainly why I've resisted this is because it doesn't stack up to the mobile home, you know, that big RV from, what was that, sort of 80-ish, 82 maybe. Moving right along to something more interesting, it's the big Chevy. I got one of these a while back with, it's got lots of it, yeah. Got one of these a while back with the screwed up suspension, if you remember. It's got all the travel stickers. I love New York, Las Vegas. I love vacation, don't we all? We call them holidays here. Yeah. Chev Suburban, complete with pimped out wheels. And this fella, it's the what would you call this? The shopper's Land Rover, or shopper's Range Rover. The Freelander. We nicknamed this the Freeloader when it came out, and everybody who chuckled at the nickname obviously could never own one, because who wants to be called a freeloader? Kids. New Mexico, what? We're thinking, how old is this dude? You can't see any of this. I'll get a geezer on it later, but that's the first 5. We'll stick with the same year, 2008 release. for the second one, and everything I'm in here I'm collecting, and nothing I have except this one. And I went to randomly great lengths to get it, and now it just appears. Card art looks more like the Baja Bandit, but I'm guessing it's that. No, it's not. That is the Baja Bandit with 55 on the hood, and that's a 699. Let's have a look. Sometimes I amaze myself as to just how thuggish I get. But part of the fun is the destruction of packaging, let me assure you. I got another Hummer, but a different model. And who is this guy? See what I mean? There's a whole bunch of Hummers around, but different models. This one a deeper blue, 28 on the door. Yeah, I kind of like this one better. It's got more of a, I don't know, civilian look to it. If you're going to get a civilian car, get a civilian car. I remember when the military version of the Humvee was first released to civilians. There was one going around in Australia, in Perth, here in Western Australia. He was a contractor of some kind. He was towing like a builder's trailer or something. It was a matte white one. It just looked ridiculous. But yeah, then they released the softened versions, didn't they? I forget. I remember the rumour as to what he paid for it, and it was, you could have bought a small house for it. The average raider, I was hoping I didn't have this one because I've got like 20 of them, and I realised I did have it, so that'll go into the swapper box. It's cool, I like that one. The Desert Thunder is a new edition. Pit Crew on the side, 99. I read all the big things and you can read the small things. Gold on grey with black. That's cool. 2006, 2007 the first one. The Ford Bronco in orange. Look at that. Just when you thought you had them all. Maybe this was your first one and you've had it all along. Chrome base, and they're really common, those wheels, aren't they? They look good on so many things. And this one that was almost the card art, but on closer inspection wasn't. It's the Road Rider, Off-Road Rider, that's right. Just started collecting these. The more space I get, the more castings I'm collecting, naturally, because where would you put them otherwise? And I'm enjoying the hobby more, because usually when you get a 9-pack or a 5-pack and something like this appears but you're not collecting it, you think it's a bit of a waste. But luckily I kept everything like it, and now that I have the room I'm enjoying collecting it, so it's fabulous. This is the one I couldn't find the year of, and I had a flashback to when I was a kid in primary school, or elementary school you might call it. The gaze out the window technique to stifle boredom, and I started to read this and I started to read this, and about 2 lines in I just glazed over and looked at something worth looking at, and yeah, really nostalgic point of my life, because that's how I spent most of my days in school. 2000 was the copyright, so 2001. I did find it. I persevered and didn't get the cane or anything. Eurosports. So not quite accurate to my nostalgic drifting off, but certainly the drifting off bit. Hey, I've got a Jag in a sky metallic blue. What can we learn? The nicest colour I've seen in this is kind of a browny colour. It sounds gross, but I like it when they have quite an out there car with quite conservative colours, because look at the steering wheel too. That's good. Yeah, the conservative colour brings it into the realm of what, real estate agent? I don't know. But you get a flash of colour. I mean, if you put that colour on that, you'd be going, what's the demographic? Who are you targeting that car for? And you'd be all confused. Like this one, again, it's an out there car. Again, look at the steering wheel. Didn't they do well? Speaking of nostalgia, they don't do that anymore, do they? But here we have a really conservative colour. I was thinking, where on earth have I seen those wheels before? Because 4 out of 5 of this has them. So I did some digging. There they are. Same era. He can go with his little buddy over there. Look at that. That's what I do for about an hour or so sometimes, maybe more, after a video, especially a video like this. I find on my new car's homes, and it's so therapeutic. After an hour or so of that, I'm happy with the world, let me tell you. Audi TT, see, same wheels again, but this car takes on a different look with those wheels. You go through your collection and you see all the wheel variants of similar cars, and yeah, it gives them a whole new look, doesn't it? And who? Ford Focus, again with those wheels, different look. Tapered headlights seem to be the theme of that era for Matchbox. I was watching a show, it was a rerun. I find myself watching about half an hour to an hour of TV a day. That's really all I have time for, and usually it's nonsense, let's say that. But I was watching this show, I think it was called Sand in the Dogs, and it was an English police show, and they had something like this as the cop car. It's like, what are you doing, man? Did you pinch your auntie's car? Put some police stickers on it? Yeah, that's what they drive, a lot of them. Sometimes it's a BMW, but a lot of the times it's not. Speaking of lovely German cars, we'll end on a Porsche. Look at that. Nice red, isn't it? The last one I got of this was kind of that colour, actually. More that waist up blue, but close to that. So that'll go really well. Almost too dark on that tint, but maybe it's just, oh look, it's not that dark, but it's a black interior and not much light gets into that driver's area, so those windows look darker than they are. Plastic spoiler on this one, but it kind of blends in, doesn't it? Could have done that black, I think. And that's the only one with the different wheels in that 5-pack. What a terrific addition. Let's go upstairs. I won't, actually I will. That was in that 5-pack. Here's the Imposter. Fabulous. Lovely additions, all 15 of them, including this one. He's in the fold now. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you with the next one. Bye.